Mock Draft Saturday. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Elite Fantasy Nation Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Denis. You can follow me at Fantasy Matt EFN. And as always, with my boy, who's that way, I actually got it right this time, Pat Wendelken. You can follow him at City Stars.
I'm talking about, Matt.
Oh, look at this. What's up, Pat? How you doing? Pat?
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
good,
man.
Good.
It is. In 1 week, we're going to be in Canton, Ohio at the Fantasy Football Expo. We probably will be hungover from Friday night. But we'll be loving life. So yeah, in less than a week, man, I get to meet you in person. This little fucker.
Let's do it, bro. Finally.
Hell yeah. Finally.
Years.
You'll get to meet the whole South Harmon crew. It's going to be a blast. We can't wait. So between now and then, we're going to do a couple of pods. Our all-in podcast will start next week. We're going to record Monday. It'll drop on Wednesday. But yeah, today is all about mock draft. So mock draft 101. So without further ado, man, we talked about this. We're going to save the news. There's not a lot since the last time we jumped on. We're just going to jump right into mock. Pat's got a 16th birthday celebration he's got to prepare for his daughter. So we're just going to hit this ground running. And Pat, you're a little high. I don't like that. Not high, just, you're high on the screen. All right, so set this up. We've talked about doing mock drafts. So our first mock drafts of the season, every month of August is usually when people start drafting. So I figured it's perfect time to kick off mock draft. So the way that it's set up, I'll kind of show here the roster settings. So draft settings. So it is a PPR, full PPR snake draft, 12 team. And then from a roster perspective, 1 QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 2 flex. And it is redraft. So we did put a kicker and a defense in there. I haven't even looked at any kickers yet or any defense. So this will be fun. Then we also have 5 bench spots. So pretty typical as far as like a redraft format. Nothing too crazy, but just wanted to show it before we get into it. I picked the early half of the round at the 104. Pat picked 109 because is that one of your spots in your...
Yes, it is. That's for my actual personal draft that I run my own league. So yes.
So that's your league draft. So everybody who's in your league, if they're actual followers and subscribers, they could get a preview to who you're gonna take and why. So
that's right.
Very smart. I like it. So without further ado, man, we're kicking this bitch off. Let's go.
Go ahead.
Hell yeah. He's mine off his phone. So if you see him looking down, he's on his phone. CeeDee Lamb goes 101.
Yes.
Tyreek Hill goes 102. Jamar Chase goes to 103. I am now up at the 104. Again, it is computer simulated. I can't resist. I'm usually not a running back first person. But CMC sitting here at the 104 with as many points as he can score.
It's a must.
I'm gonna run to the counter and grab CMC. Next up is gonna be St. Brown. Brees Hall goes at the 106. 107 is Justin Jefferson. 108 is Bijan Robinson. And then you've got City Stars Pat smiling in the background at the 109.
See, this is.
And also, Pat, you do have a 30-second clock. You got 15 seconds left.
Real quick, it's like, best available. Go with what you feel. I mean, AJ Brown, good. Puka, good. Gibbs. I'm going for Gibbs because I feel like I can get a nice turnaround, hopefully.
You get a nice wraparound? So after Jahmyr Gibbs goes, you've got Marvin Harrison, then AJ Brown, Kyren Williams, Garrett Wilson, Saquon Barkley, and then Jonathan Taylor. So it goes back to you at the 204. What are you going to do, Pat?
See, like Puka's there. I like him. I don't want Devontae. I'm not confident in the quarterback. Drake London. Laporte is tempting, but I can't have two Lions, so I'm going to go Puka, which I think is really good there. It's kind of like a steal.
I think it actually is a pretty good steal.
Yeah.
And then after Puka goes Devontae Adams, Drake London, Sam Laporta, first tight end off the block, which is interesting that early. And then you've got Chris Olave, and I am up at the 209. I would love Travis Etienne, but I'm not going to go back-to-back running backs. The wide receivers, I'm going to have to go Brandon Ayuk. I'm not really liking the fact that it's Brandon Ayuk is my wide receiver 1. After that is Mike Evans and Travis Etienne. Devon A-Chain goes. Then the first quarterback, Josh Allen, goes at 301. Pacheco goes at 3-2. Diggs goes at 3-3, and I'm back in the clock. I will take... This is interesting. I'm gonna go down a little bit. I'm gonna take Michael Pittman.
Okay.
Which probably looks like a reach. Probably looks like a reach to most people, but I've just got a good feeling that he's going to have a breakout year this year. After that is Travis Kelce, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. Then you've got Jalen Hurts, and then City Stars is up. So Pat, you currently have Jahmyr Gibbs,
Yeah.
Puka Nacua, and you are up at the 309.
So this place, I'm going to take best available. I like Nico Collins and Debo. I'm going to go with Nico because I'm big on CJ Stroud this year, monstrously.
Yeah, I almost took Nico instead of Pittman. Would you have taken in my position Nico over Pittman? Most people probably would have, I imagine, but
yeah, I would have taken that, or I would have taken Kelce because he was there.
True.
Now I'm back. We had Mahomes off the board, Lamar, White, DJ Moore, your boy, Debo, Waddle, and now I'm back up. And I'm taking them now. I'm taking CJ Stroud now. I'm gonna do my
Ooh,
stack.
you got the stack. Dude, nice stack.
Yeah.
That's a really good stack. I like that.
I like that setup.
So speaking of stacks, I'm gonna go with a different type of stack. Anthony Richardson. I usually don't take a quarterback this early, so this is just gonna be. I mean, again, mock draft. Some of this is just about trying different things. We do a lot of dynasty, so Anthony Richardson, then Trey McBride, Malik Neighbors goes, Cook goes, Devontae Smith. Then you've got Zay Flowers, and then I am back in the clock. So back in the clock. What to do? I'm gonna go. There's a lot of tight ends, but we'll see. I think one of the tight ends will make it back to me. I'm gonna take George Pickens.
Okay, there you go. Maury, Keenan Allen, Dalton Kincaid, Higgins, and now I am up. I have Mark Andrews available. I'm not taking Dell, but I will take Kyle Pitts because I do believe in Atlanta this year.
Yeah, I almost went Kyle Pitts. I was debating between Kyle Pitts and Atlanta, but I was hoping one of them would make it back. And look at this tight end run, and I get fucked. That's fine.
Andrews, Tank Dell, Connor, Aaron Jones, Kittle, Swift. I can't take Montgomery because that just doesn't make any sense. Christian Kirk, not a huge fan of. Got it. I'm gonna take Stevenson because I want to give a solid running back, and I think he's gonna have Ramondre Stevenson.
And then after you went Evan Ingram, Xavier Worthy, which I think is early for him, but we'll see. Joe Burrow, David Montgomery, and then I am up. And
what I'm gonna do here?
Yeah, I know this is weird. This is our first. We haven't even done one off the side, but this is our first mock draft.
Yeah, it's
so you
okay.
guys have seen us struggle, or me struggle a little bit, I guess. I'm gonna do Rome Odunze. I'm just gonna go all in on the running backs, wide receivers. We'll see what running back comes back to me. All right, so I'm back up. I'm gonna go for running back. I'm gonna go Zamir White.
Love
It's pretty much like the only guy in that backfield. Let me roll this up so you can see what everybody's drafting. He's pretty much like the only person in that backfield. So I feel like it's gonna be his show.
So talking about the show. And Kyler Murray goes. Might as well go to the big show. Go ahead. Well,
yeah, after Kyler, then you got Jalen Reed, then you've got Tony Pollard, and then you've got Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, and you are up with 10 seconds left.
Can't go wrong with being in Hollywood with Hollywood Brown going up next, man.
Okay.
I want the speedster from Mahomes, bro.
Okay.
Now, all right. I got some nice. Oh my God, I didn't even want to hit that, but that's okay. I did not want Ferguson.
I was like 2 tight ends that early. Wow, man.
You're was not going for that. I literally just clicked it by accident, but it's okay. That's the end of the world. All right, I would take an Njoku before that anyway.
That's kind of what I was looking at right now. I think I have no choice but take Njoku. So I think he's going to have a monster year this year. Towards the end of last year, he actually had a really good, decent back half. So I'm going to go Njoku. After that goes Caleb Williams. Then you've got Jaden Warren, and then you got McConkey, and then you've got Deontay Johnson. I was like, forgot because he's in Carolina. And then you got Austin Eckler, Keon Coleman, and then I am back up at the 904, 9th round already. This shit's going quick.
Yeah, man.
Let me see running backs available.
7.
I'm gonna go Brian Thomas. I've got a feeling Brian Thomas is going to have a really good year in Jacksonville. So then you got Jackson Smith-Njigba. Then you've got David Singletary, Trey Benson, and then Goddard goes, and you are up. So team 8 also has 2 tight ends, just like you.
Apparently I love Christian Watson this year.
Okay.
Christian Watson, dude. I think he's going to have a good year with Love.
Okay, and also for everybody that's watching, this is not tight end premium, and four teams already have 2 tight ends. Not really sure what the fuck's going on there, but
Mine's clearly an error. Just so
yours is
everyone
an
knows.
accident. No, yours is an accident.
Yes.
But the computer simulation has 3 other teams
This is
with 2
not
tight ends.
because I need insurance this year, so I don't care. I'll take it early. I'm going to take Tua, so I'm grabbing another quarterback because last year it was the survival of the fittest, and people are getting screwed. So I will take it earlier than later.
I don't hate it if you need it. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I'm loving Chase Brown this year. I think he's going to have a monster year in Cincinnati.
Love it.
I was just before we jumped on, I was reading something from one of the offensive linemen saying that they think he's something special. They think he's going to have a crazy year this year. So, yeah, I'm all in.
Love it.
Let's see wide receivers. Lockett, Khalil Shakir. Then you've got Jacoby Myers. I'm going to go Zach Charbonnet.
Okay.
I feel like he could be either him or Ford is kind of what I was thinking about. But I think Charbonnet could actually have a decent year as like a RB3 if you need him, or 2 if he gets a starting role. So I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
At the 11th in the 11th round.
See, I like a couple people here. I'm not taking Lockett. I'll go down a little bit. I'm gonna take Jerry Jeudy. I think he's have a solid year. I
don't disagree.
Way better than what people think.
I don't disagree, and I think also too he's got something to prove after leaving Denver. Like he's got and he had a couple of years where he was questionable his talent, and people were questioning him in general. So I think he's got a reason to want to prove all the pundits wrong.
Let's take a rookie, baby. Let's get right.
Good pick. Fucker. I was going to debate taking him, even though I'm not a big running back hoarder, but if I would have got 4 of those, I would have definitely taken Zamir White. Probably, if I would have taken that back, I probably would have taken Jerry Jeudy instead of Zach Charbonnet, and then I would have taken Jalen Wright if he's still available, but you probably would have taken him anyways, so neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I'll do Josh Downs.
Okay, cool.
So I got the kind of mini stack right there. You've got Anthony, double stack. So you got Pittman, Anthony Richardson, and then I've also got Josh Downs in case Pittman doesn't work out. Maybe Downs is somebody that's worth it. All right, I am up in the 1304. So far, no kicker, no tight end has gone off the board. I have a feeling that you're going to start to see some defense or kickers gone off the board. I'm going to go Troy Franklin. He's going to be currently the wide receiver 1 in that offense. There goes a kicker and a defense and another kicker. Like I said, figured there's going to be a run. But yeah, I'd rather stack on offensive weapons versus taking kickers and defense too early.
I took the Jets defense. I think they're gonna have a solid year. I really do.
Okay.
And then in this one, I'm going with my Houston. Going Fairbear for my kicker.
Here, I'm gonna have to minimize my screen. So it is only 15 rounds, which is one thing that I need to remember because all I do nowadays is Dynasty. So that being said, I'm gonna go. They're already taken. Crap, this is gonna really suck. I'm gonna go Jason Sanders. I don't even know what kicker is the best. But Miami offense can't go wrong with as much as they're gonna score.
That's what I've got to look at. Yeah, for sure. Now you're
the other one. All right, so this is going to be a stretch because it's probably not going to be anything anybody's going to see coming. But with the way that they finished the back half, and this is going to be homer pick, and I don't care. Where are they? Oh, they're way down there. Holy shit!
You sure you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right,
dude. They finished the top 5 defense at the end of last year. So the last 6 games, they were the top 5 defense. So I will take the Chicago Bears. And defense is a flex position anyways. You can swap them in and out. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Probably Tampa Bay's a better pick, but either them or the Dolphins is probably who I would have taken if this is money on the line.
So my last but not least, I think this gentleman's going to have a great year, and he's a rookie. Boom.
Oh, Purcell. Yeah, that's a really good pick.
Yes. That's how I want to finish that draft.
All right, 15 minutes, man. So let's talk about our teams. Let's go you first because I talked quite a bit. I'm going to highlight your team.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
talk about your picks. Like if there's any, if you were to take back your favorite pick, maybe a steal that you had that you weren't expecting to be there as late as he was. So kind of just walk through the overall thoughts.
So at the 9, I've been averaging, Gibbs is there. I've seen Saquon, like usually a lot of like solid RBs are there. I've seen Jonathan Taylor get to me, the usual group. So I was like, let me see what, in my opinion, best available that I want. I want a solid running back this year. So I went with Gibbs with the youth. I think he's gonna do really good. I think he's gonna have a bigger role this year. So I took
Oh,
him
he's
on
gonna
the
be a
way back
beast. Yeah.
down. Yeah, and then Puka was around, which was super rare. I was like, I gotta take him. Granted, like this is CPU, so and he's never fallen that way for me.
Yep.
So I had
Yep.
to take him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Then on the way back around, I took Nico, solid. So I have 2 solid, stud wide receivers. And then I told you I'm huge on CJ Stroud. I am putting in a lot of chips on him this year. So I had to take him because he will not make it back around at all. He would
No,
have been
and
long gone.
you get the stack as well, so you're good there.
Yeah, so I'm cool with that. And coming
Kyle
back around,
Pitts, yeah.
Kyle Pitts is awesome for the 5th round, 5'8". I mean 5'9". I'll take that all day. T. Higgins is the other one that usually falls there. I usually have a little bit of a trouble kind of between that because he's going to want to get paid next year, so he wants a good year and
Yep.
throw it in the Bengals' face. So that works. Coming back down, I need another running back for sure, so I took Ramondre Stevenson, starter, and they're in a quarterback disaster up there right now. So I think that that's a solid pick for a running back, and where I got him in the 6th is cool.
Yep.
Hollywood Brown's going to be the speedster for fucking Mahomes for sure, running out deep. So hopefully they connect. Jake Ferguson, the biggest mistake of my life. Not really, but I didn't want him.
That was an unintentional pick. He actually did
I
change his name to Hollywood Brown too. That's fucking nuts. I just saw
Yeah,
that.
I would have honestly in that position. I was probably going to take Nick Chubb. Be honest with you, give him a flyer, see if we can survive or not. And I was going to try to stack it with Ford.
I would have taken Jonathan Brooks over Nick Chubb, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I just the offense I want to go off of. I think the Browns are going to be a lot better than we think.
Okay.
So that's the only reason why I take that. So that was the error. Christian Watson, I think he's going to be doing well. He's going to be solid for Jordan Love this year. Then I took Tua because I feel like in redraft the last few years, especially at the last year, dude, the quarterbacks just are like just dropping like flies. I mean, half the starters were out at one point in time. It was ridiculous. So I was like, all right, grab Tua, no problem. Could trade him if I need to later on. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's always good bait. Jerry Jeudy, big on. I told you Cleveland should have a great year. Jalen Wright, solid, going to be the rookie. I think he's going to get some time. Plus, I guarantee you between Mostert and Achane, someone's going to get hurt, so he's going to get some playing time.
Sure. Dude, and he's a beast, man. Jalen Wright coming out of Tennessee, he's awesome.
Looks great. The Jets defense is solid, man. They always have been. And then hopefully that if Aaron Rodgers actually stays healthy and they can do something like normal, the defense can stay off the field and they'll be able to produce the way they're supposed to. Fair bear.
Well, then you got to add him to your stack. You got to add him to your stack. So
yeah,
Mother Houston. Touchdown. Yep.
That's true. And then here's my kicker. And then Ricky Parasol, man. I think he's going to have the year, bro. I think he's going to be like a really
dude. I think you got a really I really like your team. Actually, your setup. I actually probably favor your team over mine. Really love a lot of the Hollywood is probably the one that I'm not really a big fan of. I probably would have taken. I'm looking at the board. I probably taken somebody else in that spot. Even Godwin, I feel like has more. Godwin has he's got the big plays. He's probably more upside, but Godwin is just more consistent. And if you need somebody who's consistent, so I would have probably swapped him out. Obviously, Ferguson was a mistake.
That was a mistake.
I would have taken Jonathan Brooks over Ferguson or even Chubb. Other than that, dude, I think you and me have been seeing more eye to eye. I feel like recently. So yeah. I did not take 2 quarterbacks, so that's one thing that like I do struggle with in redrafts. Is it worth a bench spot to have a second quarterback? I think with my team, I probably should, given the injury concerns. So we'll go through my team here in a second.
Richardson, yes.
Is there any pick that you besides your Ferguson pick? Is there any pick that you're kind of like, maybe I reached too early, or anything else you want to say about your team? I think it's pretty legit, dude. I think it's pretty good team.
I'd be happy with it for the year. Okay. I can play with that for sure.
Okay. All right, let's jump to my team then. So I was at the 104. CMC sitting there at the 104. There's no way I could pass him up.
That's never makes it that far.
Yeah, and it threw me off though because of the 209. I don't like having Brandon Ayuk as be my wide receiver 1.
Yep.
But I liked him better than Diggs. Diggs I think could be good in that offense, but there's a lot of mouths to feed. At least, you kind of know as long as Ayuk does play and do something, he's going to be decent. So injury is obviously a concern there.
He was at camp yesterday, just so you know.
Yeah, but he's doing the sit-in, though. He's not doing
Jamar.
anything.
Jamar's sitting in also, so
yeah.
I think everything will be all right. They'll end up playing it anyway, but I'm just saying, like,
no, he's showing up for sure. So, and he's Brendan Ayuk. I mean, there's injury history, so we'll see. On the back end, I love Michael Pittman this year. I think he's going to have an awesome year with Anthony Richardson, as long as Richardson can stay healthy. So I took him. You had mentioned during the mock draft about taking Travis Kelce in that spot. That's kind of what you and I were talking about at the time.
Yeah, I liked it over there.
I wouldn't mind it. I just feel like at that point, I'm very much a wide receiver heavy person in redraft. So I think for me, I just always gravitate to getting as many wide receivers as I can. And since I took CMC, I didn't want to have one in each position, so I took Pittman. Coming back like you did, I want to do the stack. So I got Anthony Richardson, so I've got the Indy stack. George Pickens, I think between Michael Pittman and George Pickens, I think either one of those can easily be wide receiver 1 at the end of the year for me, or wide receiver in general, like top 12 wide receivers. So I could potentially have 2 top 12 wide receivers, and then Brendan Ayuk could be my wide receiver 2. Coming back, you've got Rome Odunze. I am a Bears fan. I am listening to a lot of podcasts out there with Bears. Sports and stuff like that, and people that follow the Bears. He easily could be the wide receiver 2 in that offense, to be honest with you, and at times could probably be wide receiver 1 in any given week. Redraft, I think it's a little risky probably this early. I think most people probably take, Jordan Addison ahead of him, maybe even Jalen Reed, who I thought about as well in this position. But I love the upside of Rome Odunze, man. I just love that kid. He's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
then coming back,
I liked it. Your next pick is great. I think that's a steal.
Oh, dude, at 704, Zamir White, starting running back for the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, that is insane value that far down in the draft. He will be my RB2, so love that as an RB2 pick. And actually, I'll talk about an RB3 that I've got that I actually think could easily be an RB2, RB1. I agree with you with Cleveland. I think Njoku is going to be amazing this year. Back half of the year was really good for him. Then I get Brian Thomas, pretty much wide receiver 5, potentially be wide receiver 2 or 3 in that offense.
Yep.
If for value, again, 904, I'll take that. Then back-to-back to running backs. Chase Brown will be the lead dog in that offense. As a running back 3, monster, dude. I love that. Then followed up with Charbonnet. So Charbonnet is obviously the running back 2 in Seattle. There's obviously concerns about injuries there, so he could be the lead dog, week 4, week 5, or get enough shares where it's worth, put him in a flex spot. Josh Downs, so again, doubled up on the Indianapolis wide receivers.
I like that pick. I think he's going to be solid too, dude. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, people are sleeping on Josh Downs, man. I'm telling you right now.
Love it.
Troy Franklin, I mean, who knows what the hell that offense is going to be, but he currently is wide receiver 1. So we'll see. It's worth the risk at the 1304. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Then you need a kicker and a defense. So I took Sanders, Miami offense. They score a lot of points. And when they don't, he can kick field goals. So there we go. Then here's my homer pick. I will accept that. Chicago Bears. Those who don't know, mark my words, mark it down. Chicago Bears will be one of the top 8 defenses in the NFL this year, if not top 5. I will take them at the 1504 and put my money where my mouth is. So, any picks that you're looking at that you can? Oh, I did not get a second quarterback. Did not get a second tight end. I'm somebody who believes that in redraft, stack the players we can actually put him in. Worry about replacing the only thing about Richardson, if he gets hurt, I could be fucked because there might not be a starter left. Let's actually take a look at who's left.
I'll tell you this now, bro. I wouldn't stress the tight end as much, but there's no premium in this or anything, so it's fine. But the quarterback in redraft, I do firmly believe you need a second. It's worth the hold. That's my opinion. Yeah,
it's fair. I mean, I just think it depends on how many spots you have. It won't let me actually show because the draft is over of what quarterbacks are left. But yeah, I mean, pretty much every team except for me picked a quarterback, so I could be screwed.
I like Jackson Smith, but I thought you could have had him also. I think he was really close to where you were.
Oh yeah, I took
at
Brian
one
Thomas
point.
instead of him though. I just think Brian
Yeah.
Thomas in that offense, he's already the wide receiver too in that offense. You know, and if you look what you know, not like Kirk it's injury, he's older, so he could he could be really good in that offense. So
Yeah, we probably couldn't go wrong with either of them. I think it's
yeah,
solid.
they're probably similar. Brian Thomas obviously being the rookie, you don't know what his workload is going to be, how they're going to utilize him. So it is a risk, but I think he's got higher upside personally. So at least for this year, we'll see.
Nah, it's good, man.
Yeah, man.
We'll see, bro. Easy, small little mock. We'll be doing a couple more this year. We'll get some more people involved. Maybe we'll get a couple more cubes. Yeah, man.
In and out, 25 minutes, man. You know, just a little mock.
Saturday.
It's weird to do mock draft, dude, when all we do is Dynasty nowadays. That's all I kind of consume is Dynasty. So looking at having a kick or pick kickers and defense, like wow, like as you can tell, I just grabbed whoever I liked, sort it all out later.
That's all right. Listen, man, that's what we have the waiver wire for. So it'll be fun.
Hell yeah, waiver wire all day. So, anything else to say, man?
No, bro.
Lower your camera.
16th birthday, Genesis. Yeah, I know. I had to fix it because weird, awkward thing.
Yeah, give a happy birthday shout out.
Birthday today. Happy birthday, Genesis. Love you. You're the best. And yeah, we'll be back in action, getting ready to do some other stuff for next week. New little endeavor starting. I think that's great.
Sir. All in.
And All In starts, and we are all into the Fantasy Football Expo.
Hell yeah. And I will be there as of Thursday. Pat will be in on Friday. We got business cards that we're going to be handing out to people, just showing out our business cards with a little, QR code in the back. Take them to our YouTube channel. So, yeah. Scan it all day. So, if anybody wants us to do or for our next mock draft, if anybody wants a certain position, put it down in the comments, like and subscribe. Tell us, hey, I've got the 102. I want to see what you guys to do, whatever it is. Throw it out there if you kind of want to see different things.
We can mix and match anything you want. I'll do any spot, any position, whatever.
Yeah, or if it's different format, like maybe you've got, different
10
odd
teams,
format.
12, 14. I don't care.
Let us know. We'll kind of play around with it, and we're here to please and to kind of give you our thoughts on everything. So until next time, we're out. And good luck. If you've already drafted, good luck. I don't know why the fuck you're drafting so early. You should wait till the end of the month. But until next time, we're out. Peace.